We're recording. Yay! I'm trying to be in a good mood. I just dealt with some drama. You know what? Yeah, let's check this real quick. So I'm at my delivery, McCalla, Alabama, just outside of Birmingham. It is 3 p.m. local time. I think we're in the East time zone. And you know what? Let me. Why the hell? That is annoying and ridiculous. Let me move this over to the other monitor, and I need to tilt the other monitor down. It's tilted upward because I was watching it on the top bunk. So it's on this pretty cool swivel mount, and so I just pulled it out and turned it down so I can see it. I am damn, that is let's not heat that up anymore. I can smell that. So I'm reheating some. I stopped at the Petro yesterday to get fuel. Well, I stayed at the Petro last night and got fuel there this morning before I left in just outside Knoxville, Tennessee. And they had like their little tray thing of food. Petro has the best food. It was full. They had pork chops, mashed potatoes, gravy, mac and cheese, and I told them I wanted 3 meals, all the same. Pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, and mac and cheese. It's like $25. It's a little pricey. I mean, it could have been worse. It's like $8 or $9 a meal, I guess. But it was really good, except both the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes were not fully cooked. Like the mac and cheese, I don't know if you've ever eaten undercooked noodles, but they're like rubbery. They were undercooked. The mac and cheese and noodles were undercooked, and then the mashed potatoes tasted raw. They were not fully cooked. I'm hoping that it's better reheated. But this is the second meal that I'm eating. I might go grab some Flying J chicken. I'm at a Flying J right now. Where I had to stop last night, I stopped 4 hours away from my destination. So I got up, drove the 4 hours, and now I'm here at the Home Depot in McCalla, Home Depot Distribution Center. The attitude I just dealt with was I went over to the DC, checked in with them just to check and see if I could deliver early. And if not, how early can I check in? And I got a lot of attitude. A lot of unnecessary attitude. Just crazy amounts of attitude. I'm not going to talk about genders or races of the people I dealt with. Because, you know, you can have assholes of any gender or race. But it was, they were extremely condescending. Smartasses. And they basically told me I can come back at 7 a.m. They wouldn't tell me like how early I can check in or anything like that. They just told me to come back at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Basically get the fuck off their property. So I'm still fuming a little bit over that. And what's really fucked up is as I was turning around and leaving, they stopped me at the exit and asked me what I was hauling, and then ran back in to check with, like, because the people that were giving me attitude are just the security people. They don't have any say in anything. So apparently she was making some remark about somebody wanting to get unloaded early to the shipping person that was in there in the guard shack. And the shipping person asked them what they were hauling. And she stopped me on the way out to ask me what I was hauling, because apparently if I was hauling something they needed, they would have gone ahead and unloaded me early. But I told them I got Kingsford charcoal, about like 10 pallets or something like that. Not very much. There's not much in the trailer. And she asked for my bills. I handed them to her. She went back in. And then she came back out and she said 7 a.m. tomorrow. So apparently it was something that they didn't need. So, And that place was so fucking busy. Oh my god, that place is insanely busy. There were just trucks streaming in there. It was just crazy how busy this place was. Ridiculously busy. This Flying J, there's a Flying J at the same exit that the Home Depot's at. It's only about 2 miles from the exit is where the Home Depot's at, and the Flying J is about a mile or half a mile from the exit, so it's about a mile and a half from the Flying J there. So I would prefer to stay the night at the Petro because I have shower credits there and stuff like that. But the Petro is an exit down. I just don't want to bother with that. I'm just going to stay here for the night, make my delivery in the morning. Then after my delivery, I'll decide whether I'm going to go ahead and drive to my next place or if I'm going to stay here and do a 34. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. And what a lot of it's going to have to do with is what my next load is and what I think I'm going to do. Like, am I going to try to get home? If I'm going to try to get home and like actually stop at my house, then a 34 doesn't fucking matter. Like, I don't need a 34. I have plenty of hours. But if I'm just going to stop for a couple of hours to get my APU fixed in Oklahoma City and then keep rolling, then a 34 would make a big difference. So these are the loads coming out of Oklahoma City area, 100 miles. So it's basically Tulsa. There's nothing coming out of Oklahoma City. The Jinx, Oklahoma is Tulsa. These are, I can 99% chance every single one of these loads is a Kimberly Clark load. Jinx, Oklahoma, Kimberly Clark. Kimberly Clark, going to a Walmart. Johnstown, New York. I don't want to go to Johnstown, New York. It's not paying enough of a premium. Like, Kimberly Clark pays decent. They're decent loads. Like, they're decent loads to get you from point A to point B so that you can get a good load. They're not like filler loads. I wouldn't call them like filler or feeder loads. They're just like really crappy loads that are like $1 a mile loads to just get you from point A to point B. You can actually make a decent amount of money hauling nothing but Kimberly Clark loads. You're not going to make good money hauling nothing but Kimberly Clark loads, but it'll be all right. This is the Pottsville, Pennsylvania load that they have. I mean, they always have these Pottsville, Pennsylvania loads. It's basically going over to Philadelphia, $2 a mile, and that is a terrible market. It's the weekend. There's not usually new loads posted on the weekend. What the hell? What the hell? What happened to my Dayton, Texas? Sons of bitches. I had a load board up here set up for Dayton, Texas, and I guess I closed out of it by accident. Oklahoma City, Spring Hill, Kansas. Let's check Spring Hill real quick. New Jersey and Palm Beach, Florida. And they're not paying like there's a New Jersey, Palm Beach, another New Jersey, bunch of shitty locations, and they're not really paying much of a premium to go there. This is the kind of rate that I expect to go to someplace decent out of a Clorox DC. Lawrence, Kansas. Where is this? Del Monte. 22,000 pounds going to DSC. A Smuckers. I've delivered to a Smuckers before. No, it wasn't a... Yeah, it was a delivery. Was it a delivery or a pickup? Yeah. Yeah? It was a delivery. No? Was it pick... I can't remember if it was a delivery or a pickup, but it was DSC Logistics, Smuckers. It was a delivery in Lacombe, Louisiana. Yeah. Alright. Let's look at my delivery. Dayton, Texas. 250 miles. $1,000 minimum. This is basically going to pull up almost all of Texas. Because this is Houston. It's going to pull up Dallas. I don't know if it's going to go all the way over to like San Antonio. It probably is. Looks like there were a lot of loads put on the board. Pasadena, Texas, going to Oklahoma City. Oh, no, never mind. There are not there are not a lot of new loads on the board. I just forgot to put in a date. I'm only looking for things on the 25th or later. 260-mile deadhead to Irving, and I'm not going to fucking Albuquerque, New Mexico. Fuck that noise. Now, if they could get this load, oh wow, I could actually pick this load up. Floor and Decor to Floor and Decor, 44,000 pounds. Sons of bitches. It's a preloaded trailer. I can pick that up late. 37-mile deadhead. It's only 500 miles, paying $1,100, and it's going exactly 24th. Delivers on the 26th. Preloaded trailer. And that's from Dayton. So the deadhead, 37 miles from Dayton. Let's see if it's brokered load. No, it's general freight. Double check that. Yeah, it's general freight. Pasadena to Oklahoma City. Alright, we're going to request that. That is just about perfect because it's a $2 a mile load that's going from where I'm at to where I want to be. The pickup time, it's a preloaded trailer, so I can pick it up outside of this window. I can pick it up the next day. I can pick it up on the 25th. Because my delivery is like, what time is it? My delivery is at like 10 a.m. on the 25th in Houston. So as soon as I make my delivery, I can just drive straight over here and this trailer will be ready, drop and hook it, and then I can haul ass to my house. And let's see where this place is at. Floor and Decor 991. Hopefully it's down in the trucking area. I-40, that's good. Now, what part of I-40? Yeah, this is perfect. Like right here on Morgan Road, this is where all the truck stops are at. Is this... Is this store number 991? Let's go back and see what search results we got. Store locator for Floor and Decor. There's a single one in Oklahoma City, but is there a distribution center? See, their store numbers, like this is Floor and Decor number 991. That's not stuff that they typically put out in the public space. Like Walmart has a number designation for every one of their distribution centers, and that's not something you can typically find online. So I won't know for sure if that's the one until they assign it to me. But if that's the one, that's perfect. That is, I mean, I wish it paid more, but hell, that's actually paying pretty damn well. It's over here. That's actually paying pretty damn well for going from Houston to Oklahoma City. That is, that's a pretty damn good load. Delivers on the 26th. Probably the, what is it? The, after hours and weekend driver managers are probably going to like raise some drama because the pickup window is on the 24th and my load doesn't deliver until the 25th. But on a preloaded trailer, this pickup window is when they expect the trailer to be ready to be picked up at 11:30 a.m. So I can pick it up after this fucking window. It's not going to make a big deal. I can still make the delivery. So hopefully I don't get any drama from the after hour and weekend driver managers. If it was a live load, I wouldn't request it, but since it's preloaded, shouldn't be a problem with me picking it up late. And the best thing about it is that it is picking up 37 miles from from Dayton, where I'm gonna make this delivery, and it's delivering a couple of miles from the destination I need to be at. Like, let's go back to this map. My internet is really fast. I got a good internet connection here. If this is actually where I'm going to be delivering, and it looks like it's directly to a damn store, which sucks. But Morgan Road right here, TA, Pilot. There's a Flying J. There's a Love's, and Superior Trailer Sales. This is also the W&B service center where I get my APU worked on. Right there. So this is like one exit, two exits. It's two exits down. So and right here is where City Trailer is at, right there. That's where I park my trailer and that's where I pay for secure parking, is at City Trailer. That is also where I'm going to get my cab realigned. They have a body shop here. This is a huge facility. And the Bruckner's right here, the shitty Volvo dealer, is right there. Let's go to the satellite view. This is the shitty Volvo dealer that I gave a really bad review and I ranted on a YouTube video about. City Trailer right here. This is their entrance, and all of this is City Trailer. They have a body shop. This right here is a body shop. This is all their secure parking. They usually have me park along the fence right here. Up and down through here. There's hardly any trailers. Like, this satellite image has tons of shit up against the fence. The fence line is pretty barren. So I normally park up against the fence. Sometimes they don't even tell me where to park, and I'll be like, up against the fence? They'll be like, yep. Because they recognize me because I come in and out of there so often. And actually, I've only been in there maybe 10 times or something, and it's very sporadic. But they still recognize me. See how big this thing is? See how big the TA truck stop is right over here? The City Trailer is massive. It's like twice the size, 2.5 times the size of the TA truck stop. Over here, the Flying J. All the truck stops are about the same size, except the Love's. This tiny-ass Love's. With like, I don't know, what is that, 10 or 15 parking spots? Loves wants you to come over and spend money there, but they don't want you parking there. I do pretty much all my business at the TA. That's where I scale my loads. Right over here is the where is that? This is Sarah Road. This building right here is the Niagara facility. This is about the only place that I pull loads out of Oklahoma City. You come in right here off Sarah Road. This is their entrance. It's a really long entrance. And then right here is their intercom system. They have a phone number listed there, and I have it programmed into my phone. I just call them on my phone instead of using their shitty speaker system. And this is where their guard shack and their shipping and receiving people are right here at the exit. So you check in with them over the phone right here. They have cameras and everything. They'll pop the gate open for you. You pull in, and you'll either do a drop and hook, or they'll give you a door number. They have a garbage bin right here that you can back up to and sweep your trailer out. They're really strict on the trailer being clean. And then you bump a dock, and when you're done, they'll give you a call. You pull out, slide your tandems, do all your things, pull up here to the exit, and they'll give you your seal and your bills of lading right here at the exit, and you can leave. Now, it's a 2-lane exit. I highly recommend that 99.9% of the time you're going to be making a left to pull out of here, because you're going to need to go scale your load. And all the scales are right over here. So you're going to go south down Sarah Road, and then make a left on Reno, and then make a right on Morgan, and you're going to scale your load over here somewhere. The only two places I know of, the Loves does not have a scale. The TA and the Flying J have scales. I'm not sure about the Pilot. I always scale right here at the TA. But if you're going to be making the left-hand turn, right here, I highly recommend that you use the right exit lane, because it is a really narrow 2-lane street. And if you come out on this one, then you're going to have to swing way over here to be able to make this. And there's no shoulders, and there's a big drop-off on both sides of the street. It's narrow, no shoulder, big drop-off on both sides. So you have very little room to make this turn. If you use the right lane, then you can make the turn pretty easy. But if you use this left lane, you have to swing really wide to do it. A hell of a button hook. The only reason I really go north is to get to the turnpike. If you come up here on Sarah Road and you make a left on 10th Street, you can get onto the John Kilpatrick Turnpike. So if you are not going to scale your load for whatever reason, and you just want to leave the city, and somebody else is paying for your tolls, or you're willing to pay for your tolls, this John Kilpatrick Turnpike bypasses the city. Otherwise, you have to go right through the middle of town on I-40 and then get on I-35 and, all that crap. You're going to go right through the middle of town on 40. But the John Kilpatrick Turnpike is a really nice city bypass. I use the John Kilpatrick Turnpike to get to my house because I live up here in northwest Oklahoma City. So after I get loaded down here, I'll hop on the turnpike, go up here to the northwest Oklahoma City. It's a lot better than like driving city streets or going all the way over here to 44, back up, and then cutting back across. But anyway, I haven't noticed any messages yet. It takes after hours and weekends a while to do anything, but I'm hoping that there's not going to be any drama with me being assigned this load. So, yeah, it's just showing you my request list, so I have to wait on after hours and weekends to do it. Let's throw this load before it disappears off of here. Actually, it already disappeared off of here. Now, this is a general freight load. It's not a brokered load, so it should show the actual revenue and stuff up here, and it shouldn't say not from load board. But let me see here. Alright. Let me switch you over to the spreadsheet so you can see what I'm doing on the spreadsheet. Copying, pasting, copying, pasting. Was it 452 miles? We'll go with that. Close enough. Copying, pasting, copying, pasting. Hook preloaded. And then live unload. So the only thing that I'm uncertain of is the miles on it. Oh shit, never mind. I was on the wrong page. There it is. It's still listed there. I don't need to guesstimate any of this shit. I can just copy and paste it over. My bad. My bad. 456 miles. So I'm going to flip back over to the... I found the page that had it on there. Let's copy and paste it. There we go. Bam. So it pays $1.89. The actual amount of money that I'm going to make on the load is $863. Fuel surcharge is 22 cents a mile. So that is a pretty amazing load. Not as good as the first load that I really wanted to get because that one paid a lot more, but that's still a fairly amazing load right there. Not because of how much it pays, but it's a combination of everything. There's almost no deadhead miles on it, and it's going exactly where I want to go. And it pays decent. It's a $2 a mile load. I make $1.89 a mile on it because of the fuel surcharge. Was that $1.89 a mile? Yeah. My rate per mile is $1.89. But that's the $762 plus $100 brings it up to $863. I'm going to make $863 of $1,100. Brings it up to $1.89 a mile is the total amount per mile that I'm going to make. My operating cost is roughly 90-something cents a mile. Well, not my operating cost, but I factor my operating cost as if I had a truck payment, because I do need to kind of be putting money away to repay myself for the purchase of this truck. So my operating cost is actually quite a bit lower than 90-something cents a mile. But let me actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's try to figure out my operating cost. So insurance, tax service, and everything is $126 a week. Then what is my fuel cost? My fuel cost is let's average it on a 2,500 mile week. Divided by 7 times 2. What is that? What does that mean? That formula right there is how many miles do I expect? Since fuel is not a fixed cost, it's not a fixed weekly cost. I'm trying to break this down into a weekly. You know what? Let's do it the other way. Let's just do fuel at we'll do fuel at instead of converting this one to weekly, we'll do it all to mile. I need to convert this to mile, leave this at variable. So this would be what is the average? Roughly I average about $2 per gallon is my fuel cost. So, and I get about 6.5. We'll do 6.5 miles per gallon. Is probably my average. Is that right? I think that's right. 30.7 cents, so almost 31 cents per mile is my fuel cost. And then we'll do that. Let's see, it is $126 a week. 2,500 divided by that is not right. Must have it backwards. Oh, wait. Yep. Damn, is that it? 5 cents a mile? Jeebus. Let's reverse that math. Let me break out the calculator. Make sure I'm doing the formula right. 0.0504 times 2,500 comes out to 126. Yep. So that's right. So fuel cost, insurance, tax service. What else? What other costs do I have? What other costs do I have? We'll do 15 cents per mile maintenance. Where's the calculator? 2,500 times 0.15, $375 a week. My maintenance costs have probably been a little bit higher than that, but we'll leave it at that. What other costs do I have? That's it. My costs are about 51 cents per mile. Now, what if I had a truck payment? What would my truck payment be on a per mileage? 500. Let's say I had a $500 a week truck payment divided by 2,500. Comes up to 20 cents per mile on the truck payment. So my operating cost would be 71 cents a mile at that point. I've got to be missing some shit. There's got to be some stuff that I'm not like. There's got to be something I'm missing, because that operating cost is really low. Are my operating costs really that low? Yay! Pork chops from TA. Good stuff. There's got to be something I'm forgetting about. I have this broken down on let's do file. Here it is. USA Truck Plan. Surcharge. So I figured my fixed costs would be roughly $1,000 a week. That's $500 a week, or $500 to $700 a week truck payment, plus so I figured it at 7 miles per gallon and $3 per gallon fuel cost. Maintenance of 15 cents a mile. So my cost per mile in fuel is about 10 cents per mile difference. That's one of the differences. And my fixed costs I thought would be $1,000 a week. My fixed costs are $126 a week. But I don't have a truck payment. Yeah. My fixed costs are a lot lower than what I projected they would be. So that's the big difference between the two. Still on a request. So I think I'm going to wrap up the video now so I can eat. And I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to go to bed, around 11 p.m. Get up about 6 a.m. And I'm going to try to be there 30 minutes early because they were real smart asses about arriving. I asked them, how early can I check in? And they said 7 a.m. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not reasonable. Because most of these places, if you're like a minute late, you get in trouble. They'll charge you money and shit like that. So they have to have some kind of allowance to allow you to get there early. So I'm probably going to get there 30 minutes early, not like 2 or 3 hours early like I normally do, because I just don't want to deal with their attitude and their drama again. So, and it's not that big a deal. Like, I don't have a load waiting on me as soon as I get done with this, so it's really not a big deal. And I'm going to be going to Oklahoma City, delivering a load, and then probably staying at my house for a week. I don't know how long I'm going to stay at the house this time. We'll see. We will see. I might get my APU fixed and the cab realigned while I'm there. Who knows? Who knows? The next couple of weeks, it's going to be... I'm going to make like $5,000 over these next couple weeks. Paychecks are going to be about $5,000 or $6,000. Let's take a look here. What are the loads? So the paycheck for let's do this. Equals sum of H3 and through H4. Oh, crap. Deleted the wrong thing. There we go. And then the next paycheck is going to equal... Let's see, it's going to be... Oh, no, that's the wrong things. I was looking at the wrong damn things. That one is not H3 and H4. It is N3 and N4. That was the full rate, the line haul rate. That's not how much I make. Alright, and then this one equals sum of what? So it's going to be N2 and N5 and N12. Those 3 loads. Is that right? No, that is not right. This one has N2 on it. Okay, so this is the Zanesville, Ohio run. So what did I do last week that was on that paycheck? So the very first, no, wait a second. This is the very first load I did, was leaving the house, Oklahoma City to Tulsa, Tulsa to York, Pennsylvania, York, Pennsylvania to Parsons to Zanesville, and that's all I did on that week, was those 3 loads. And then on this week, it's going to be this load that I'm on right now, and then the Oklahoma City load. So over the next 2 weeks, my gross paychecks, without anything coming out, without fuel and without my fixed costs and everything, my total paychecks would be $3,600 and then $2,500 over my next couple weeks. So this Friday will be this check, and then the Friday after that will be this check. And this is like, I'm going to be home on Tuesday night, basically. So that's like just working a couple of days on the week. So not really amazing weeks, but my costs are really low, so I'm going to bring home most of that money. So my bring home after fuel costs and everything are probably going to be like $3,000 on this check, and about $2,000 on this check. So for working a week and a half, I will make $5,000 bring home to me after all expenses. So about $2,500 a week average bring home, because my expenses are really low. So I can sit home for a week if I want. At $5,000, it's going to cost probably about $500 to get them to replace the water pump on my APU, and I'm going to raise hell with them because I paid them $600 to do shit last time. And then it's going to cost me anywhere from $800 to $2,000 to get the cab realigned. And that still leaves enough money to pay all of my bills for the entire month and have some left over. My entire monthly bills are about $2,000. So $2,000 a month in bills, and then we'll say about $2,500 possibly on repairs. So that's $4,500. That leaves $500 left over after everything, after only working 2 weeks or a week and a half. And that's not all I'm going to work this month. I'm going to keep working, but I might stay home for the remainder of this week when I get there. Still have not gotten a message about them assigning the load to me. Whenever they take a long time, it stresses me out because somebody else can snag this load up, and they're probably gonna like raise some drama because they're gonna see that this thing picks up on the 24th, and my last load doesn't deliver until the 25th. But yeah, just assign the damn load to me. I don't want to hear your shit. Let's look at the details on the load one more time. It's going from and to Floor and Decor. So it's a distribution center in Pasadena. And they only have just a store in Oklahoma City, so it's a direct store delivery. It's not delivering to a warehouse or anything like that. So they're going to stick with the appointment on the delivery, because the people who unload you, they don't have like a dedicated shipping and receiving department at the stores. It's like a secondary job for people, so they can only do it during certain hours, like after the store's closed. So it's 11 p.m. to Floor and Decor. I expect they're going to be closed at that time. They probably close at 10 p.m. They'll do all their wrap-up stuff, and then there'll be a couple people that stay over to do the truck unload. I'm looking at this because there were some loads coming out of Houston going to Tolson, Arizona that pay $2 a mile. Not very good loads, but I was just checking to see if like maybe the Tempe, Arizona market was some really hot market, and it's not. It's not. And San Leandro is Northern California. That's not a very good load. That's a really bad load. I would like to wait to end this video to see if I get any drama or if they just assign the damn load to me. Last time this happened, while they were sitting there arguing and debating with me, somebody else got the load. There shouldn't be people just jumping all over each other for that Oklahoma City load. Because if you don't live in Oklahoma City, you don't want to go there. There aren't any loads coming out of Oklahoma City, and that load doesn't pay enough of a premium to go into Oklahoma City like that. And the Tulsa market isn't that good, so I can't imagine that there's people lined up for that load. But I'm gonna eat, do some stuff, and it may take an hour for the after hours and weekend dispatchers to assign this load to me. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Oh, real quick, I talked with Percy. Let me switch this back over to the load board. I talked with Percy. For anybody who doesn't know, Percy is a buddy of mine that I met the first time I got my CDL in like 2003, 2004. I can't remember what year I got it. And we've kept in touch. I wouldn't say like we're really good best friends or anything, but we've kept in touch throughout the years. And when I got back into trucking, we started talking a lot more than we used to. He basically got out of trucking when Interstate shut down. He was driving for Interstate whenever they closed, and he just didn't go find another job when they shut down. When I told him I was getting back into trucking, he was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm never going to have to do that crap again. And then slowly over time, he was like, yeah, I'd kind of like to get back into trucking. I kind of miss that money. You know, I don't miss the job. He hates the job. He doesn't look forward to doing the job ever again, but he misses that money. And then, like a month or two ago, he said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get back into trucking. I'm going to be in a truck within 2 weeks. That was a couple months ago. But I talked with him a day or two ago, and he's still planning on getting back into trucking. He's actually put in an application, and it was to one of those places that look for you a job at multiple companies. And there's a couple of things he needs to get cleared up. I'm not going to, talk about his personal life on here unless, I get permission from him. I'm not going to go talking about his drama out in the public. But it's really minor stuff, just, basically paperwork type stuff. He needs to go talk with some people, do some things, get some things taken care of before he can get hired on anywhere. But he's been, it's been almost 3 years since he's driven a truck, and he's basically going to be a student driver. I think he talked with Prime, and they said that he would have to go through the entire training as if he just got his CDL. Oh my God, that's like 3 months of team driving. I don't know if I could do that. It was really hard for me to do a month of team driving to get back into the industry. It was rough. But anyway, yeah, that was it. Chatted with Percy. He's still planning on getting out here. He lives in Vegas, so I would talk him into giving USA Truck a try. If he didn't live in Vegas, they won't hire him out of Vegas. But Irving to Sacramento. If that were like $3,400, that'd be a pretty decent load. Decent, not amazing, decent. But that's about $900 short of decent. Sons of bitches. It's probably a max weight load too. 40,000 pounds. Sons of bitches. McCormick to Blue Diamond Growers. Still in request status. Sons of bitches. So, anyway, I'm going to eat. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.